There's one person who knows the truth about your governance problem, and it isn't your CISO or CISO. It isn't your general counsel. It isn't your chief risk officer. It's your spouse, your partner, your family. I'm Anne-Marie Vandenherk, Executive Crisis Readiness Advisor. My work sits at the intersection of crisis readiness and governance, specifically decision authority under pressure. This series asks one question: can your organization function without you? And today, I want to ask you the most personal question in the entire series. Would your family say you can take a real vacation? Not a working vacation, not the kind where you're physically present but mentally elsewhere, phone face up on the dinner table, stepping away to take calls, checking email before anyone else wakes up. A real vacation, fully present, unreachable by choice. Most executives I raise this with don't need time to think about it. The answer is immediate. And the look that crosses their face in that moment tells you everything. Because they know. They know their families would say no. And they know what that answer says something about their organization, not just their habits, not just the relationship with work, but the actual structural design of the organization they lead. Here's the reframe I want to offer. This isn't a work-life balance conversation. I'm not here to talk about boundaries or burnout or the importance of disconnecting. That's not my lane. This is an organizational design conversation. If you cannot take a real vacation, if your physical absence creates genuine operational risk, your organization has a structural problem that has been dressed up as a personal one. The phone rings not because you haven't learned to ignore it. The phone rings because the governance structure that should allow your team to operate without you hasn't been built. You are the continuity plan. And that is a governance failure. Think about what that actually means. Every risk framework, every business continuity plan, every incident response document your organization has produced identifies a single point of failure as critical vulnerabilities. You would never architect a system where one unavailable component brings everything to a halt. But that's exactly what you've built around yourself. And here's the crisis readiness dimension that keeps me up at night on behalf of my clients. If you are the continuity plan, if the organization holds together because you are always available, what happens when the crisis happens to you? When you're the one who's sick, when you're the one on a plane, when you're the one who is, for whatever reason, unreachable at exactly the moment you're most needed. This is not hypothetical. It's a scenario that happens. And when it does, the organization that looked resilient from the outside reveals itself to be dependent in the way that matters most. Your family already knows this. They've been living with the evidence of it for years. The question is whether you're ready to treat it as a governance problem it actually is. My next episode: what to do about it, practically, specifically, and without overcomplicating it. There's one person